Welcome to the Shades of State, the only television platform to showcase the versatility of the people of color here at Penn State University Park's campus.
Our guest for today is rapper and Penn State senior RiZ. During the show, we'll be getting to know him, getting everyone caught up on his music, and maybe we'll even get him to spill a little something for us.
So stay tuned, you don't want to miss this. What's up? What's poppin'? You're live with Shades of State. It's your girl, Miss Right.
And I'm Robin Simone, and we will be your host for today.
Before we get into it, we'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the tragedy that took place in Florida on Wednesday. Nicholas Cruz opened fire at his old high school, Majore Stoneman Douglas High, and killed 17 people. It is now considered to be the most deadly high school shooting since 2012. It is an awful tragedy, and we are praying for all of those affected by it. But on a more positive note, this past Friday marked the beginning of the largest student-run philanthropy in the world. You guessed it, it was Thon. It took place this weekend, starting on Friday, February 16th, and ending February 18th.
For those who don't know, Thon is a philanthropy built to help the families and children of those affected by childhood cancer. There are over 16,000 students and 25,000 alumni, supporters, and volunteers, and the numbers of families helped keeps growing and growing each and every year.
I know you went, Robin, and it was your first Thon experience. How did you like it?
I really enjoyed it. It was a memorable experience, and it was very bright and vibrant, and it was so many people. The energy was so high, and I really appreciated going. The connection between the students was amazing.
What time did you end up going? Because for those who don't know, Thon is a 48-hour straight experience. So you could have went any time.
Yeah, I actually went at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I got to see the Thon dance, but I know there were some more fun performances that took place. Yeah. So yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, there definitely was. Aside from the traditional pep rally where all the Penn State sports teams get to battle it out with some cool dance moves, a couple of teams from the black community were also able to perform. There were teams like Dark Storm, Island Fever, and Urban Dance Troupe who all got to do their thing on the Thon stage. So definitely shout out to them. That's really dope.
Yeah, that was crazy.
But what else has been going on, Robin?
So what's really been going on up and down my timeline on Twitter has been the movie Black Panther.
Of course, there was no way that we could forget to talk about this. Since its premiere, the movie Black Panther has been trending all over social media. Now, it has officially hit theaters on Friday, February 16th, and fans are in love. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it. Have you?
Unfortunately, I have not seen it. I'm so sorry. But I know Penn State students had the opportunity to not only see it one night early, but they had their own private theater.
Yes, the PSU, Penn State's Paul Robeson Cultural Center, rented a single theater inside of State College UEC Theater 12. And I'm so upset that I missed it because everyone pulled out their finest cultural appreciation and they slayed those outfits.
I know, I am so jealous. There was dashikis and headscarves for days all on my timeline.
Yes.
But best believe I will see that movie. Gotta support the black films, in theaters, not on the Fire Stick, no Netflix, because it's all about the box office numbers, But I also heard it was the same night as an epic basketball game here at Penn State.
Yes, that game was crazy. I ended up going because I heard it was going to be really, really popping. So I was like, all right, let me go. And they were right. Penn State's men's basketball team, they did their thing against Ohio State on Friday. It was unbelievable.
I've heard only great things. Penn State apparently blew out Ohio State 79-56. Number 10, Tony Carr, ended the game with a whopping 30 points, and number 23, Josh Reeves, had the most assists, ending with a total of 6. I know the crowd was going crazy.
Yeah, it was lit. I was in the student section, so once the game was over, we literally stormed the court. Everybody just ran out onto the court, and we just went crazy.
Was this your first basketball game?
Yep, that was my first basketball game, and I really enjoyed it. Everyone showed their Penn State spirit, and it just kept going.
Do you think that you're going to be attending more games this semester after a game like that?
Oh yeah, most definitely. But on another note, the next day, we went to an event called the Celebration of Black Lives, and we were granted a visit by the beautiful and talented Miss Angie Stone.
Yes, I was actually at this event as opposed to all the other ones, but it was very, very nice. It was hosted by the Black Graduate Student Association, and there were performances, food, a live band, and Angie Stone blessed us with her voice at the very end.
Yes, she did. There was a great opening performance by Dark Storm. After that, Nicole Teffler and Janelle Bullock sang the Black National Anthem and did a phenomenal job. And later, there was a candle lighting and a beautiful performance by Ambitions.
Yes, that I heard was really, really dope. I really love that we do events like that because I feel like it is important to show all the different talents that the Black community here has.
Yes.
Another thing that I saw that was really cool about that event was that they had the Fierce Under 40 thing.
Yeah, and I think that's important because it gives people to shows people that you don't have to be old in order to be active in the community or anything. You can be 14, 15, our age and still help out your community, and that was what was recognized at the event.
Yes, for those who weren't there, the Fierce Under 40 was a way to acknowledge everybody who was under the age of 40 who made milestones happen within the Black community. They had a picture on each table of a person worth noting and a little bio. Excuse me, I had some on it was really, really cool, though. I really liked that idea, and I really enjoyed myself as well. What was your favorite part about the event?
I think my favorite part was watching the performers and also the candle lighting when they talked about oh, this was the first Black student at PSU in 1920 something. I don't know the date exactly, but it was just amazing. Wow, we really came a long way for the Black community to grow here at Penn State.
Yeah, it kind of makes you take into account all the different things that we may take for granted when you start to consider, wow, at one point there was no Black people here.
Yeah.
They couldn't play on a football team, or they couldn't participate in the plays and the musicals, and it's just crazy. Like the fact that we could even sit here and do this right now.
Yes,
students like us a long time ago, they didn't have that option.
No.
So that's really cool.
But on another note, what's also been trending was the Drake's God's Plans video. Now, I don't know if you've seen it, but that video really touched a lot of people's hearts. So have you seen the video or no?
I have seen the video. To me, there's no reason why this video should have given me tears to my eyes, but it did. God's Plan is by Drake. We gotta let that out. We just assume everybody know. God's Plan has been trending #1 on the charts since it came out. The music video took place in Miami, and he spent over $996,000. And every single part of it went to charity or went to the service that he was doing in Miami. So basically, he was going into grocery stores and bodegas and handing out, saying everything in the store is free. Take whatever you want. He was approaching people on the street, giving them racks, stacks of money to strangers, just helping out people and doing his part in the community.
And I think that was really empowering because a lot of times you don't think because they're so high up, you don't think they're normal people, but everybody's just normal. And I think that it was important that he went to Miami and did that for the inner city kids and the people that he knew don't have as much. And you could see in the video the tears that came to people's face, the amount of joy that people seen when they saw him in person. It was just showing dang, he really is humble and he really wants to help other people.
How do you think it compares to the stereotypical rap video that consists of drugs, money, women, and alcohol?
Yeah, I think it was different because as you've seen in the beginning, he was saying he had $996,000 to budget for the video, and in order for and normally they use that for the drugs in the video, the woman,
right.
The background. But no, he just wanted the video to be fully just him in in a natural state, and just forget all the stereotypes and just show his his true self.
I completely agree. And while we're on the topic of music, we don't want to get too offhand. Next, we're gonna have RiZ, who will be joining us for an interview. So make sure you stay tuned.
I've been watching you.
Welcome back to the show. Right now, I'm sitting here with the very talented RiZ. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself?
So I'm from West Philadelphia. I'm a senior at Penn State. It's my last semester, ready to go. And when I'm not in these classrooms, I'm doing music, hip hop.
What is your major?
Double major in sociology and communication arts and sciences. I have a minor in ISSA, which is information systems and statistical analysis.
What do you want to do with that, or how does that relate to your love for music?
I mean, when I first came to school, it was just kind of like find something that you're kind of good at. I kind of like public speaking, I kind of didn't, but I kind of grew into it with music. It just taught me how to speak to people, be persuasive, understanding like the sociology climate, being like vocal and active in my music. Like sociology teaches a lot of that too, and the communication just kind of teaches how to get those points across in a sense. I guess everything is just to like being present when you're speaking. The minor, I just had like, the requirements to get it, so I was like,
might as well get it. Yeah. Make your degree look real nice. I know.
Yeah.
Might as well do that. Okay, so what made you start getting into this field that you love so much, music?
Being music? I mean, I kind of always liked music, like just listening to it and stuff, but I never thought of it as like a talent. My first like love was basketball, so I'm thinking like, all right, I'm gonna just hoop, I'm gonna hoop. And like, I mean, I got to a pretty good stage, but like, it wasn't gonna be the path for me. And then just hearing everybody in my high school, like everybody wanted to be a rapper, so I was like, why don't I try it? And they was like, yeah, why not? And then, you know, me and my best friend just started like sending songs back and forth to each other, and then eventually we became like the rappers ever at school. And it started off as a hobby, but it was like the first time I got on the stage and like seeing the reaction of people. I was 16 and it was just like, I loved it. So I was like, I want to just keep trying it.
What was that experience like, or what were you doing at the time for you to be on stage?
I was just rapping. Like it was the very first talent show. It was like somebody was doing it for their senior project, and I was like, yo, like why not try it? Like we making songs, like, you know, let's do it. And I mean, I was nervous. We had the audition. Got through the auditions. I was nervous when I hit this and I was doing it, but like once I started saying the words, it was just like, it was natural.
Okay, so at that time, did you develop the strong love that you have now, or do you think that it became gradual?
I think I did love it, but I didn't know that I loved it. It was kind of like, the more I did it, it was just like, it was easy. It was like, you know, like walking. So it's like, I guess I do love it. Like, why is it? You know, it comes like that, and it feels good. It makes me feel good. It makes people feel good when they see me do it. So like, yeah, I guess it was more gradual.
So how do you think that you've grown since then? Like
musically?
Yes.
I mean, I've studied the craft a lot, so just like understanding what wordplay is, how to set up punchlines, how to make punchlines more intricate so they actually punch. Picking topics, obviously growing in life, you experience different things to pick different topics, and being exposed to a lot more, whether it's like political, social, life, relationship, friendships, like just everything. You just take it and grow. And then it's also easier to reflect back on your life and be able to like express that.
Are there any particular topics that resonate deeply with you? Like,
kind of like, I guess like my growth. It's always been something I've been quiet about, like just understanding how I grew as a person, because I felt like just like exposing yourself to people is like hard. So like I love like kind of telling my story in a way that people can understand, so it's not just about me, but like in a way that everybody can relate to it. Of course, like activism, not just like racial issues and sexism, but like capitalism and everything like that too. Bringing like more consciousness to that, because I think a lot of people don't understand the type of society we live in and how that's set up and how that affects pretty much everything else that we do. So that's another topic I love. And then, of course, love, heartbreak, inspiration, dedication, hard work, like just everything, man. I love to talk about everything.
So then would you say that you get most of your inspiration from these experiences, or do you have a little bit of a different place that you get your inspiration from?
I mean, of course, a good amount of it's internal, but a lot of it's external as well. I have a good circle of friends. I have a great girlfriend. I have a great parent. So like just talking to a lot of different people, I can pull from their situations. I tell them too, they be telling me about like, you know, the stuff they going through with their little girlfriends or whatever. I'm like, I'm gonna use that for a song, and they're like, I'm like, well, yeah, I remember who you're talking to. So,
right.
And, you know, it's cool so they could hear it back and like, oh, like, you know, and then it resonates with them and they're not the only ones going through it. So, or just living, you know, in America. So,
okay.
Cool.
So this question might be a little bit tricky, but of all the songs that you've written, I take it you do write or do you get in the studio and just go?
No, I write a little. I write beforehand.
Okay.
I'm starting to freestyle. But
Okay, you know, in due time. But of all the songs that you have written, or at least recently, which do you say is your favorite right now?
I mean, I have different favorites for different reasons. So probably like, I mean, First Quarter is my favorite because it's my first time trying auto-tune, so it's my first like my favorite creatively right now because it was just different. I never tried to like use it. I was really like anti-auto-tune, like you know, Jay-Z said, definitely auto-tune. It stuck with me, and I was like 12. But I was like, you know, it's the sound now. Like maybe I can do it in a way that sounds true to me. I don't sound like I'm copying everyone else, and I think I did a good job with that. Of course, like songs like Bounce to Your Dreams, it's just like motivational. It might not be the most sonically pleasing to most people, but if you sit there and you just listen to it, to me, like when I wrote that in like maybe like an hour, so it was just like that was just flowing out of me, and I'm like that was true to my heart. Of course, songs like My Shorty too, because it's personal. Like it sounds general to like people and they can relate to it, but I wrote that about my girlfriend, so it's like
Songs like what?
My Shorty.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Track 7. She like so like that was about her like specifically, but like she can like it can relate to other people. And then of course songs like Light a Candle. I performed that for the first time. The first time I performed for my parents, I performed that song because it's about their best friends that were like murdered. And it was just very touching, and to be able to express that in a, you know, positive way. It was cool.
So ratio-wise, how many of your songs compared to like club bangers are either club bangers or songs with a deeper meaning? Like what do you think is the ratio between those
I
types
try
of
to
songs?
keep it like maybe like 50-50 or like 33.9, I guess. I don't know. I try to be very versatile. Yeah, I try to be versatile because like I want to give people everything. I feel like a lot of times people put out tracks that's like, I mean, tapes that's like 18 songs long, and it's just they all club bangers, and it's like I can only bang my head but so much. So I try to keep it like very even, like cut, and try to like make it versatile. So you'll have a club banger for girls and a club banger for guys. You'll have a club banger that everybody might like, and then, you know, have some of the others. So I try to keep it as even as possible.
Well, we're looking forward to hearing whatever type of song that you plan on showing us today. We're going to be so happy and appreciative of whatever you decide to perform.
Word.
But when we come back, we'll have a performance from RiZ, so make sure you keep watching. Thanks for keeping it locked. Now, give it up for my boy RiZ.
Hey, it's for the love.
We used to be friends, but I wanna be a lover. Mom, let's make amends, tryna beat it like a buzzer. Cause I'ma treat ya like no other. I wanna see ya in my covers every single day. Wanna bring you my way, but it's hard to concentrate when I'm thinking about the way.
Yeah.
I wanna see ya in my covers, so I could treat ya like no other.
So when I first met you thought that I was weird from your girls talking and the stories that they shared. Till I came through, made you crush and disappeared, and you told her bring her back like right here. Now I'm making an impression and they can't even question how I'm a cool dude. Room laughing every second from the jokes I make and the way I talk, bringing the joy, loving it all. But we all just homies, and not to sound phony, I thought that you was cute, but on the real you ain't know me. So in my head I took that as show me, and every single day in my eyes you were glowing. I'm trying to tell you that I want you,
maybe need you.
Why? Cause I'm a hustler and you a hey, that's why we so
fly. We used to be friends, but I wanna be a lover. Mom, let's make amends, tryna beat it like a buzzer. Cause I'ma treat ya like no other. I wanna see ya in my covers every single day. Wanna bring you my way, but it's hard to concentrate when I'm thinking about the way. I wanna see ya in my covers, so I can treat ya like.
So what do you have going on today? I have class.
That's boring. No, what's the actual thing?
My heart dropped cause you so bothered about it, and I'm so wild around it. If you don't give it up, I ain't gon' part about it. I wanna stimulate your mind and penetrate your soul, and everything we do, they say relationship goals. Our relationship goes. Any way we let it, it don't matter who control. Anything we get it, how we want it, and we need it. When I'm with you, I'm completed. Keep me humble while the trouble and concede. I'm trying to tell you that I want you, maybe need you. Why? Cause I'm a hustler and you a diva. That's why we so.
We used to be friends, but
Hands
I wanna
up,
be
hey,
a lover.
hands
Mama
up,
speak
hey,
a man, tryna
hands
beat
up,
it like
hey,
a buzzer.
hey. I
Cause
wanna
I'ma
treat ya like no other. I wanna see ya in my covers every single one of my, but it's hard to concentrate when I'm thinking about way. Yeah. Third verse. You the cutest when you mad and the cutest when you fun. You know how to make me laugh, so it's clear that you the one. Every conversation I'm kinda celebrating. It's the way we click and the way that you just patient. You kinda like my muse and my motivation. I see the way you grinding and it just make me anxious. Get at the moments spinning, and if we don't get to pick, the memory still vivid. Everything clear when you the one up in it, and girl, you know I'm here, so go handle your business. And yeah, I hit, so I'ma keep winning, and when you come back, I'm breaking you like it's Guinness. I'm trying to tell you that I want you, maybe need you. Why? Cause I'm a hustler and you a, yeah. Fly.
We used to be friends,
But I wanna be a lover. Mama speak a man's tryna beat it like a buzzer. Cause I'ma treat ya like no other. I wanna see ya
in my covers
every single day. Fade it out.
you my way, but
Fade
it's
it
hard to
out.
concentrate
Fade
when I'm
it
thinking
out.
about the way.
Yeah.
I wanna see ya in my covers, so I could treat ya like no other.
Thank you.